think we're live. Hey everyone. Hello, hello. Welcome to the Women's Holistic Business Network. Welcome to your weekly video is on and live. Don't you just wish that getting clients was as easy as doing a meditation practice? Well, hopefully your meditation practice is easy. Don't you wish that having people find you felt as easeful as just going for a gentle walk in nature or taking a warm bath? Or don't you wish that getting clients felt as easy as receiving your favorite kind of body work or your favorite kind of chocolate? I think about that. Don't you wish that getting clients was easeful? If you do wish that getting new clients and new customers and new people to see you, to find you, and to find the right people, if you wish that was an easier process, type the word ease in the comments down below right now. Because when we claim that ease and that simplicity, we can actually have it start to come to us. You know this from law of attraction and from the work that you've all done in the spiritual world and in the consciousness development that you've done personally as a holistic practitioner. Am I right? So today's lesson is going to be all about easy ways, 4 ways to get your next holistic clients fast. I'm going to teach you 4 really special, really simple secrets to help you get clients quickly. And by clients, I mean customers, clients, students, some of you call them, whatever it is that you do in your business. Speaking of which, what do you do in your business? Why don't you start by typing it into the comments right now so that we can form this connection and community right here on our Facebook group. So this is the Women's Holistic Business Network, and we're all about teaching you the best secrets in holistic business that can help you to have your business grow and thrive in a way that feels easeful and in alignment with who you truly are at your core, in your heart and in your soul. So I love teaching holistic marketing and everything that goes along with that so that you can learn how to have a business that is giving back to you as much as you are giving to it. And finding clients can actually be a fun and easy process. But how many of you have had a little bit of difficulty sometimes with finding clients or even just being visible to bring more people into your world? So first thing we're going to do is write into the comments who you are, where you're watching from, and what your business is. And then write in what's your experience with getting clients. We want to know who you are and what you're up to. And when you type into the comments, you actually can meet each other. And networking is one of the things that's going to help your business a lot. So I'm going to teach you my 4 top absolute best, I would call them best kept secrets, best kept secrets to finding your next clients or customers. And these secrets are to find them quickly. So there are different ways to find your next clients and customers. One is a quick path. That's what I'm going to teach you today. And then another one is a slower path that can build up your list and build up your credibility and who you are and build up your following and build up all of who you are as an incredible woman leader in holistic business. That takes a little bit of time. Things like launching your podcast or writing a book or creating a YouTube channel. These kind of things take a little more time. But if you need income quickly and you want to get going and you want clients quickly, these 4 things that I'm going to teach you are really, truly going to help. So who are you, where are you watching from, and what's your experience with getting clients? The first thing I want to say before I teach you these 4 incredible secrets to getting clients quickly is that in your own heart and in your own mind, there has to be an alignment. How many of you know that when what you do in your business, it actually has to be in alignment with who you are? So if I tell you like, go and do this thing and be something that you're not, that's going to feel gross to you and you're going to resist it and you're not going to do it. So first of all, it has to be in alignment with who you are and what you do. So I invite you to start by just placing your hand on your heart and taking a really deep breath. Do that with me right now. Take a really deep breath and just feel your purpose. Feel what drives you. Feel what it is that fills you up with passion and excitement to work with the people that you do. What is it that comes to you when I just say, tune in to what it is that guides you forward to even getting clients? Because if there's a resistance there, we won't get past it. And I can teach you all the strategy in the world. And I will teach you all the strategy in the world. But first, let's start with that. What is it that fills your heart and fuels you about the work that you do? Type it into the comments down below right now, and we can start this conversation around what it is that pulls you forward. For many of you, it might be being of service, helping people heal, helping people transform their lives, helping get this message out into the world. That's going to be one of your main fuels. For some of you, it might be a lifestyle that you want to live. You want to receive weekly, organic, healthy body work, massage, healing, luxury, amazingness. You might want to be able to take your family on a vacation somewhere. So now's a perfect time, by the way, to be saving up for that. So you might want to be able to take your family on a vacation or buy a dream home. You might want to change the way things are done in the world. Maybe you want to change the education system, or the way that people really perceive relationships and the way that they're in relationships. You might want to make a bigger change on a global scale. So what is it that pulls you forward to even getting these clients? So when I say get clients fast, so what? If it doesn't fuel your heart, it's not going to go very far. So what is it that fuels your heart? And if you want your work to fuel your heart, I'm going to do it right now. Post a little heart in the comments down below right now. Post a little heart if you want the work that you do to fuel you, to lift you up, and to engage the change and transformation and healing for people, the world, your family, the planet, your community, if it means something to you. So that's where we start. Before I get into, those are 8, before I get into the 4 keys that you can use to get your clients quickly, start with this. This is the base of it. How can you let it guide you forward from your heart? What is it that guides you forward? And then when you have that, these 4 things that I'm going to teach you are going to be building blocks on the path of your spiritual entrepreneurship, which is why you're here in the Women's Holistic Business Network. So let's get down to it. Who's ready for key number 1? I'm going to teach you key number 1 right now. So number 1, the quickest way to get clients, and by quick, remember earlier I was saying like there are longer term strategies. These are quick ones. And by quick, I mean like literally today or this evening or by the end of tomorrow, you could have a new client or customer paying you well. So number 1, start with people who are your current clients. Meaning maybe you've done a one-of session, you did a healing session, or you coached them, you did something with them once. They're still kind of working with you, but they're not booked again for like 3 months, or somebody who just booked. Start with your current people and ask them what they need and what they want, and offer to support them on that. Your current people who are already paying you, are 90% likely to keep paying you. They're actually easier than finding brand new people. They're what you sometimes might hear called your low-hanging fruit. So your current people are your low-hanging fruit. They're the people who, they love you, they love the work that you do, and all they need you to do is remind them that you have openings for bookings. That's it. You'll be amazed if you reach out to 10 or 20 or just 5 if that's all you have, or 30 or 50 or 100 clients, however many clients you have. If you reach out to them and just invite them to book with you again, I guarantee you will have clients. Let me know how this works for you. Post in the comments down below if you've used this strategy in the past, or if you go ahead and use this strategy right now, come back here and post in the comments so I'll be able to hear and see your results, because I would love that. So secret number 1 is to tap in with your current people, the people who are already in your world, who are already in your network, who have already hired and paid you, and who are currently with you. Just invite those people who are currently with you to book with you again. That's the first amazing way that you can get clients really quickly, is invite people who are already with you to rebook. Now, another nice little tip on this, and I see it all the time, is when somebody's had a session with you, invite them to rebook before they leave. This is a really hot tip. So imagine you have somebody for a healing session or a shamanic session or a coaching session, whatever it is that you do, and you give them such amazingness for like 90 minutes and then they leave. That's great. But you could say to them, hey, if you book before you leave today, if you just rebook your date, you don't have to prepay, but if you rebook your date, you get $10 off your next session or $20 off your next session. Like, make it worth it for them. They're going to book in their next session. It's pretty incredible. So I invite you to do that for your current people. Just invite them to rebook, invite them to book again. And that's really going to help you. And this is where having some kind of a package or a transformational program, which is one of the things that I teach to our longer term clients, is having that in place. Having a package of like 3 or 6 or different, or a set of months that they work with you can really come in handy. Okay, so that's number one, current people. Write that down, current people. Tip number 2 is past clients. So number 1 is all your current people who are currently seeing you. Number 2 is your past people. Maybe it's somebody who you saw like 6 months ago or a year ago. Or maybe it's people who you've worked with over the past 8 or 10 years, or however long you've been doing what you've been doing. Maybe you've shifted what you're doing recently, because I know a lot of you have, or you have new offerings, or from what I know of being in the holistic wellness world for close to 30 years now, is that we get new trainings and new things into our toolkit, and then we want to use those with people. And sometimes you've worked with people in the past and they don't know that you just took a breathwork training, or they don't know that you now also offer acupuncture, or they don't know that you now also offer shamanic healings. So let people know what you are now up to. Maybe they don't know that you now have the ability to work with them online. So this key is really important. Reach out to all the people you've worked with in the past and let them know that you're there for them. Maybe you do this via email or Facebook Messenger or Instagram, or just some kind of personal message. Maybe you do it by text. However you want to do it, reach out to your past people and let them know what you're up to, and let them know that they can get booked in with you again. So this is a really important tip. You'll be amazed at the amount of people who are just like, oh my gosh, thank you so much for the reminder. I know some of us will hesitate. I know you hesitate. You go, oh, I don't want to bug people. How many of you have that? Post in the comments down below right now if you have that, I don't want to bug people. And what I also know is that those people are busy and their lives are full, and they're so grateful that you send them the reminder to book in for their session with you, because it's going to get them life transformation, healing, wellness, the breakthrough that they're looking for, a better relationship, weight loss, better eyesight, all the things. So reach out to those people who have worked with you in the past. Even if you went from doing a job that was kind of more corporate to a job that was to work that's healing. Maybe you worked in an office for a decade and then you've just recently taken a year or two's worth of Reiki and healing touch and shamanic work, and you've done all these things. Let people know, even if they've never worked with you and they didn't know that you were into healing, let them know. Let all your past contacts know about what you're up to now. What that takes is really take a deep breath, stand in who you are now, stand in your heart, stand in what you have to offer. People still ask me if I'm teaching yoga classes, because I did for many, many years. I was a yoga teacher. I trained in India and all over the world. It was part of my life. I took yoga classes myself for over a decade before I started teaching, and then I taught for close to a decade, and I had my own studio and thriving classes. So people still associate that, and that's totally fine. And I have taken everything that I learned through that and all the other healing work that I had done as a healing practitioner, as an energy work practitioner, and have taken, oh my gosh, dozens of modalities. The Women's Holistic Business Academy to create this platform that I love to help and train and teach other women who are on similar paths that I was. And there's, like I was saying, there's still people who ask me if I'm teaching a yoga class, and I tell them no, but I'm telling them, but what I do is I help other yoga teachers and healers and spiritual leaders and really women who are on the path of divine leadership. I help them to step into their power, and I help them to learn the marketing and launch planning and course creation that they need to bring it all together. So I digress. I was saying that there are some people in your world who've been with you in the past who might not know what you're up to now. So take the opportunity to let people know what you're up to. Keep letting them know. So key number one was current. Tap into your current base of clients first. Key number two was past. Tap into all the people who you've worked with in the past, and then even colleagues and friends from the past as well. And let them know that you have something to offer. These are the quickest ways for you to get clients. Now I've got two more for you to get clients, customers, all the things. I got two more, and I might give you an extra bonus one here. So how to get holistic clients fast. Number one, current people. Number two, past people. Number three, ask people. Write that down. So current people, past people, ask people. So asking people, meaning ask people to refer you. Who are the people? Maybe your current clients. You can say, hey, do you have any friends or family who would also benefit from this work? And other people, your past clients, hey, do you have any friends, family, or colleagues who would benefit from this work? So your current clients, your past clients, you can ask them. You can ask your own friends and family, hey, do you know anybody who has this particular pain or this particular problem that I might be able to help and guide through what it is they're going through? Ask people. Ask people to send people to you. Put it out on social media. Say, hey, I'm now doing this incredible work in the world. I have a Qigong class coming up, or I have a relationship class coming up, or I'm helping people with weight loss, and I know it's just coming up to summer, so it's perfect timing. Do you know anybody who you could send to me? Just be straight up and honest and from your heart. Ask people to send you people. So that is often called referrals or joint ventures or affiliates. Referrals is the simplest way to think of it. Just have them send you people. Now, I'll give you a little side note on this. If you're going to ask people to send you people, it's nice to reward them. So ask yourself, how will you reward them? By giving them a discount or credit or bonus points or a prize is always a good idea because it helps to incentivize people. So number one is current people, number two is past people, and number three is ask people. So those are the first three tips for you to get holistic clients really quickly. If you were to do this, I promise you, I've said this before, I promise you, because it works. If you were to do this over the next 24 hours and just reach out to 5 current people, 5 past people, and 5 just ask people, I guarantee you will end up with some new clients and you'll be changing their lives and making money doing what you love. And that's why you're here, right? Okay, so who's ready for number 4? So I'm teaching you 4 ways to get holistic clients fast. Number 1 is current people. Number 2 is past people. Number 3 is ask people. And number 4 is speak to people. Speaking puts you in the position of expert. It puts you in the position of, you know what you're talking about, you stand for what you're talking about, and you are putting out an energy of standing for solving the problem or the pain that your clients or customers have. And that's magnetic. It draws people in. It lets people know that you are there for them. So wherever you can start speaking, please do that. You could speak on a Facebook Live video into a Facebook group that you own, just like here. You could speak to specific groups. Maybe you find out about groups, like if you help people with body pain of some kind, you find out what groups have this and ask them if they want you to speak and do some kind of a lecture or a class or a master class or a seminar for them for free, because you're going to get clients as a result of that. Every time you speak, people will be coming to you asking to work with you. It's pretty incredible. And one of the systems that I teach is when you speak, how to leverage and how to invite those people to actually work with you. And I teach that in our longer programs. You can get started by just speaking. So write yourself a list of the places and ways that you could speak, and I'll help you come up with your list right now. And let's brainstorm together. Write your list in the comments down below right now. So number 1, Facebook group, YouTube channel, Instagram, podcasts. Where else can you speak? Write them in the chat down below right now. We can come up with a greater list. You could speak on your local radio station, maybe your local TV station, local to your city or your town. There are online radio platforms that you could speak on. Who can you get interviewed by? Who do you know who does interviews? Interviews are an excellent way to speak. So get into doing that as well. So where else can you speak? Write it down. Maybe for those of you who can at this moment, you can start speaking to very small groups at your local library or your local wellness center or studio or spa. The more that you can speak, the more you will reach people and the more you'll be able to change their lives. When you speak, be sure to let them know that you have services to offer. Don't just speak and then leave. So be sure to let people know that you have services, you have packages or programs or courses or whatever it is that you have. Let people know. It's what I call the invitation. Invite people to work with you. And that's your bonus tip today. So when you're speaking, when you're reaching out to current people, past people, and ask people, and you're speaking to people, be sure to do this key, and that is to speak. And if some of you could hear just a moment ago, there's an osprey that's flying around. They have a nest and some babies. It's springtime. It's so amazing. And it's speaking. So it's letting its partner know that it is ready for more food. So think of in nature, things are speaking. Think of when you see somebody speak online or when you've seen them speak on stage, you feel drawn to them and you go, oh my gosh, I want what it is they have to offer. You do not have to be a good speaker. You do not have to feel confident. All you need to do is have the courage to spread your wings, open your mouth, and let people know some answers to their pain. Because I know you have so much inside you. You have so much inside your heart and your soul, and it's calling you to share it with people. I know that because you're part of the Women's Holistic Business Network. I know that because you have a holistic business and you're called to help people. So get out there and let yourself become visible. You're safe to become visible. You're safe to speak in the world. People need to hear your message, and it's time for you to stop playing small. It's time for you to stop hiding. It's time for you to let your voice be heard, for you to step out and say yes to your vision and yes to what it is that you want to create in the world. It's time for you. Take a really deep breath. If you know that it's time for you, post in the comments down below right now and say, it's time. And we're going to hold you in that, hold you accountable and supported. It's time for you. So, what did you learn today? What is the number one key that you're taking away from this? Post it in the comments down below right now. What's the one that you're going to work on the most? Which one of these four are you going to work on the most? Number one, current people. Number two, reaching out to past people. Number three, asking people, referrals and having people send you. And number four, speak to people. Actually start speaking and getting your message out there. And then remember the bonus tip. When you speak, invite people to work with you. It's so critical and so important. And you have such a message to share. It's your time. So I hope that this video helped you. I hope that this lesson really helps you to tap into whatever the level is that is next for you. I'm so excited that I get to support you all on your holistic business journeys. I am 1000% committed to you having success, because when you have success, we all do, and we all rise up and we truly help people. Keep working on your business, keep doing what you're doing, because when you do that, we really do truly make this world a better place. I'll see you next time on our video, and lots of big hugs and kisses to you all. Mwah! Bye.